for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out, looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out, for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah.
And Jack, you're cork. You're the only one in. Ah, I had a feeling it was going to be a bit like that today. It's the 11:11 portal, but also I do know Canada. I do know New Zealand. And many other countries pay homage on the 11th of the 11th. And so in my prayer, I would like to extend that for the sacrifice given before my time, during my time, and beyond. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, we will remember them, lest we forget. I thank all veterans, service personnel, police, etc., for the bravery, the steadfastness, and the determination to make our lives better. Amen. Yes, that is just my gratitude, because we have to remember that it's not only in times of conflict that these people help us. In Australia anyway, floods, which Victoria, Australia are experiencing heavy rainfall. We've had floods where I am. And you quite often see service personnel out putting sandbanks up. So it's not only in times of conflict that these service personnel are saving us. And yes, Jack, you're cork. I've actually gone to the Shrine of Remembrance, and it's widely, there was a short period of time, sort of mid-80s, where it weaned off, and then we started seeing Australian service personnel really come to their own and not linked with the Anzac or Allied tradition. So yes, we have started again, and I've been blessed to actually have witnessed when everybody did it. Yes, the Australian War Memorial in Canberra is a place that it just pays homage to the eternal sacrifice, which so many worldwide, it doesn't matter which country you're fighting for, you're still fighting for what you believe in. And that is my little homage to those who have sacrificed the ultimate sacrifice. And I've got, birthday bling. This is my little birthday bling. I hadn't got it during my stream last time. I've got it now, but had to wear the birthday bling today. Yes, I had to wait for my birthday fun, but it was worth the wait. Worth the wait. Anyway, Jack, you're cork. You are the only one in. No. What am I looking at with poppies? Yes, I do have my poppy. Actually, I think I've got it here, because Remembrance Day in Australia is, of course, poppy season. I do have it I should have worn it. There we go. Everybody donates to the Return Service League in Australia, which is the RSL. I'm going to wear my poppy. And the traditions go back to Fromelles, Pozières. It goes back to the connection to France that Australia has. Because on the 11th of the 11th, poppies were in bloom in France. You do that in Canada too. Yeah, poppies were in bloom in France. So it dates back to, I believe it dates back to 1918 that the poppy tradition started. And its connection with France. It was World War One. I can answer that. I'm old enough. Not that I was around in World War One or World War Two, but I can actually answer. Oh, I got it. That was a fluke. I got it. There's a little white thing on my jumper, and I got it slap bang in the center of the white thing. So there you go. It was World War One. It was Pozières, Fromelles. There were a few other battlefields in France. Oh, well then I should change it then, shouldn't I, Jackie O'Cork? But the poppies and remembrance come with the amount of burials that were done in France. Okay, I'll put it over the other side. Put it over the other side. And the weird thing is, speaking of world wars and the Japanese flag, which I didn't even twig to it looking like a Japanese flag. But the freaky thing is, 2 nights ago, was it 2 nights ago? Oh well, somewhere around then. I actually watched Pearl Harbor. Hello, Sylvie. And I feel, Sylvie, you need healing. Yes, the 1111 portal. But anyway, Jackie O'Cork, this is your read. Oh. I'm feeling like a move is in the cards for you, Jackie O'Cork. Oh, these cards, they're not new actually. I've got 2 different decks. I've got the easy to shuffle deck, and I've got, which is this one, and I've got the larger deck. It's the Winding Path Tarot. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say, I'm just looking at the buds. The buds could actually be lotus, but the flower could be, because lotus flowers only last a day or 2. But no, my birthday present's my bling. This one. The purple bling. That was my birthday present. But yes, as I said, I'm not sure whether there's a move. I feel as if it's an idea that you've come across. It is a pretty colour. It was given to me by a good friend. Let's see, the Chariot, the High Priestess. You know what I'm talking about too. You actually fancifully spoke about a move. Judgment. I want to say it was 2 days ago. You fancifully spoke about a move or a desire. Okay, Thursday. That was 2 days after my stream. Maybe I can stretch that. No, I actually feel... Yeah, I'm getting moving energy. I don't know, but this is moving house energy. This isn't moving job energy. And then the Page of Cups shows up. 7 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, sorry. 7 of Pentacles. I feel you didn't grow up in the land you now call home. I have to say that. Queen of Pentacles. It could be the job. Hi, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Welcome in. I just have to see who pinged then. Nothing important. Oh, good, it's letting me back in. I was a bit worried it wouldn't let me back in. Okay. During COVID, and you're happy to be back. Are you actually going back to mum? Don't think move, think trip. Because as I said, there was some pentacles that started rocking up. Ah. I have to ask a question here, Jack Yorkhawk, because I am picking up that the job you applied for has something to do with mum. Janine, welcome in. I don't know whether mum works in an industry where you heard about this job. The job has something to do with mum. You currently work at the same company. I'm sorry, mum's going to travel with you. I can't get away from this connection, Jack Yorkhawk. It's as if, I feel as if the company you applied to is massive and global. Don't tell me I'm picking up the opposites again. You come back to me and say, nah, it's actually tiny and local. Ah. Charlie, welcome in. Jack Your Cork, I do actually... I feel the retirement thing is close. And yet your mum's coming across as someone very youthful. So retirement is coming close, and yet there's... What is this connection? Okay. Can you understand Mum desiring you to settle down a bit? I'd want the payout too, Jack Your Cork. I'd want the payout too. Yeah. I feel as if Mum wants you to settle down. Okay, come on. Mum has a connection to someone in the spirit world. Oh, I had it a second ago. Calgary. Was it Calgary? I had it a second ago and I would have got it perfect had I said it straight away. I had a spirit person come in as I'm picking up Mum wanting you to settle down. It starts with a C anyway. Your mum's been through some pretty bleak history. That's the travel. It kept coming up, but there you go. Can you understand Mum having gone through a very bleak, I want to say from about 16? There's a spirit person here. You may have to ask Mum when Mum gets back from the trip. Okay, I feel you can do your investigating, but can you understand Calgary? What sounds to an Aussie ear like Calgary? Okay. I've got to tune in. This is a spirit person who's got tied up in a mess and couldn't escape. But I feel as a result, your mum's big on always tell the truth. Come on. Say it louder. Yeah. The person on the other side is very, very quietly spoken. It's not your mum, by the way, but I feel known to mum. And this, I'm seeing, I'll tell you what I'm seeing because the words aren't coming easily for this person. I'm seeing a plane, a light plane. I'm seeing what I believe to be suburban area that is totally flat. Like you can see for miles. And I'm getting shh, but I think it's the part of a word. I don't think it's shh as being quiet. Yes, Adelaide is like that too. You don't want to come into Sydney or Brisbane. They're too close to the water. You feel like the pilot's going to land you in the water. But I didn't get a commercial plane. I got a light plane. Philippine Fuse, welcome in. Yes, the list is full, but we're getting there. If I can just get this spirit person to speak up a bit. Can you understand mum being 16 or so in the 70s? Port Lincoln. Yes, done that flight myself. Not a good one. There you go. Can you have a discussion with mum if mum was questioned about an incident when she was 16? So mum is going to have a ball at this thing, but I feel mum knows about light planes too. Sichuan. I thought that was in the US, but Szechuan. Come on. Spirit people come through whenever there's an opportunity for them to come through. That's why I always say you cannot stay open 24/7. Okay. I believe your mum was there when she was 16. So that might be the start of the conversation, is asking about the province. Okay, back to the job front. Okay, job. You've got a really good feeling about this job, but you're not sure whether you've jumped the gun. Okay. Yeah. Well, just ask about the province. Because I do believe it is near the first one I got, which was Calgary, I think. Can you understand the job you applied for is a little bit above where you are now? Ah, there you go. You got to ask about this. Because I got told shh, and I thought, I feel as if it's pronounced with a sh sound in it somewhere. But back to your job. I feel as if the job you applied for is a little bit more than what you are currently. And as a result, you don't hold out much hope. Okay. Can you understand not holding out much hope? I'm getting it all upside down today. Maybe I need to turn my head and start reading with my head upside down. Okay. I've got to start reading with my head upside down. I get success. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands with the Empress. But why were you in two minds about applying for it? I can't understand that. Because that showed up in two rows. And can you understand about the deadline being the 16th? Sixth. I'll take that. I'm getting too wound up on 16, I think. I feel as if you will hear on the 16th. So in my time, that's 5 days away. In your time, it could be 6. And I do see success, so they may not even interview. Okay, unlikely, yes. I can see what you mean, Jack York. But I'm feeling as if they may not even interview. And stranger things have happened. I've actually had a phone call about a job on a Sunday. And then I got a phone call about another job on the Monday and had to make a choice. Now, I know I usually boost subs. However, I really feel Sylvie needs some healing. But Jack Your Cook, just be aware that employers, if they want you, can ring on a Sunday. If managers want you, they'll ring from their home phone on a Sunday. Well, home phone, that's a bit of a stretch nowadays. It's usually the mobile anyway. But I had the 6 of Wands, the 8 of Wands, success, quick, and all those pentacles in the middle row. I'm getting success. Okay, Sylvie, if you can pop up. I normally do boost subs, but I know Sylvie needs healing for some reason. You're welcome, Jack Your Cook, and I hope so too. It'll restore my faith in me, knowing what they're trying to say in the spirit world. And it'll also give you a positive outcome. Now, Sylvie, if you can pop up, please. Say hi. There you go, getting ads. That's all right. I can shuffle and make the cards pretty until then. Shuffle and make the cards pretty until then. That was a double. Okay. I've just got to let my friend know. Okay. There we go. Whew. Ads done. I'm picking up that you're needing healing at the moment, and it's like it's like a fairness of a system. You might be dealing with an unjust system, Sylvie. I feel as if lifting your arm is difficult, one arm in particular. You've had to put a lot of things on hold. I feel as if treatment options or the treatment you're undergoing is costly. I also want to say it's difficult to explain to others. Okay. Can you understand why I'm picking up that it's difficult to explain to others? Okay. Because it's as if I'm feeling tears about having to explain myself at the moment. It might not be the treatments that are costly, it might be the way you handle it is costly. Page of Pentacles. Okay. The path is balanced and clear for you to explain it. Yeah. I want to say the path is clear. Welcome in, Scorpio. The path is clear for you to explain it to the person you've been trying to find the words to explain it to. Now, no, it's not useless. My situation, yes, it's a little easier. It's not your words will fall on deaf ears. My situation, it's a little easier for me to explain to others because all I have to do is start with my back was broken in a car accident. However, what I can walk, I taught myself to walk, but what the other things it entails is difficult to let others in on. And some of the things I'm capable of doing, you would say, okay, you're capable of doing that, but you're not capable of doing that. What doesn't make sense? And I feel like you're in the same dilemma. I quite often tell people I'm like an ironing board. I can bend that way, but I can't bend that way. Because my left side was crushed, but my right side's pretty strong. So explaining to people without them knowing every single detail is difficult. But I feel, as Sylvie, I feel for you, it's got to do with time passing, like a sleep-wake cycle, time passing, and other people view it as different. And I feel you're going through a pretty stuck period of time at the moment where the pain just takes over. Okay. Now, I will put you in my healing prayers tonight, Sylvie. I can actually feel your distress talking about it, so I'm going to leave it there and just know as you fall asleep, tell the universe, thank you for my healing. It may not be cured. Suspicious username, welcome in. It may not be a cure, but the best possible outcome is going to reach you. okay, I think. I was reading things upside down a little earlier. Oh, Sylvie, healing thoughts to you, but also know now is the time where you can explain it to another person. Because I feel you've got stuck on that a little bit. Okay. Guys. The old writer. See, thank you, suspicious username. Thank you for the cute sweater comment too. However, it's handmade by me. It's handmade by me. And Horse-Drawn Portrait, you're next. I think I've got it right. There you go. I got it right. And blessings to you, Sylvie. Okay. Traditional rider. Wait, these are my original. Quino. Haven't seen you for ages. Welcome in. Ah. Suspicious username. Yes, I knit too. And for those who were wondering why I disappeared, there is new builds going on very close to me, and I think they're supposed to do the electrics and internet and everything tomorrow, but I think that they're playing with it today. So, Horse-Drawn Portrait. Yes, consider yourself lucky. These are my original 43-year-old deck. Houdini was the name of my cat. So there you go. Hopefully, Horse-Drawn Portrait, you are still there. Just let me know you're still there. Because as I said, my first reading was all upside down. Yeah, it is a powerful old deck. It's the original. And I did get it Christmas present, I think. So, yeah, it'd be coming up 53 years old. 43 years old. 43, 44. Could be 45. Who knows? But Horse-Drawn Portrait, can you understand losing your words? I feel as if you had to explain something and you've lost your words. It's like, I'm trying to get it out and I can't. Two of Pentacles is showing up. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're trying to stand your ground and the words aren't coming out right. And I feel it's the importance you've placed on whatever it is you're saying. There we go. That's making sense now. In the context of standing your ground, yes. But I believe you've placed a lot of importance on whatever ground you're standing. So whenever, And hands up, be honest, whoever has set themselves a boundary and had to enforce it and continually enforce it, you get to frustration point. And I feel as if you're at frustration point. And there's something to do with, there's a desire to be a provider or to provide something. And I feel as if it hasn't worked out and you're reluctant on starting afresh. I feel as if in the next few days, the path will become clear. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. And you'll have more than one choice. You'll have more than one option. And I'm not fearing this current standing your ground or the current employment situation, because you're going to give it a go again and again and again until it succeeds. See, I'm stuttering with my words. It's like I see the determination in the Queen of Wands. It'd be a different story had the reading ended with the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is like off with their head. The Queen of Swords doesn't really care. Whereas the determination of the Queen of Wands, and I really have to say it's old school determination. Both in voice and in action. You're in two minds of whether to slow things down. I feel as if something is stirring within you that's urging you to slow it down. And I just heard you catch more flies with honey. That's what I just heard. You catch more flies with honey. So don't do what I do and Scorpio them to death. Yeah. Don't be fearful of slowing it down. But on the job front, you're going to have more than one choice. And I feel it's within a week. As far as getting your voice back, your determination is going to keep trying until it's right. I had a friend give me advice a couple of days ago about taking one thing at a time. Kiriko Karivo, welcome in. First time in the chat. But that's what I have for you, Horse-Drawn Portrait, and hopefully it makes some sense. There is passion attached to both these. There's passion attached to you standing your ground, but there's also passion attached to finding that employment prospect. Yeah, people listen with their own interpretation, and it's getting worse as time goes on. Like, I'm old enough to say, yeah, years ago, people actually listened and actively listened. They responded to what you were actually saying to make sure they heard right. They don't do that anymore. Practice active listening. If you're there, all it takes is you repeating what you've heard from that person and saying, is that right? And then, bingo, that person feels like they're heard. So, horse-drawn portrait, you may be able to use that actually. My guide just gave me a bit of a nudge. And sometimes we can set the pace if we deliberately and consciously put in place active listening. We can sometimes get other people to do it as well. I've tried it in life and managed to do it, so give it a try. Yeah, that usually they don't. They're stuck in hearing it from their own perspective. But if you actually repeat what their perspective is this what you're saying? They may instigate it with you. And that's what I have for you, horse-drawn portrait. I am going to put up the list because I do have to take a little bit of a walk. And Loup of Savoie, all spots are taken. You're welcome, horse-drawn portrait. And I just split the deck and got the sun. So the sun to me is joyous. Oh, my cool shirt. It's actually 11 degrees Celsius here and it's 3:30 in the afternoon. It's in Australia, mind you, and we're heading into summer. Not really, but I'll be back as soon as I can. And I am back. Um, Suspicious username. I wouldn't call what we're going through summer. It's 11 degrees Celsius here, which is pretty cold. what is it, like 24 degrees Fahrenheit, if my calculations are right. Yes, not pretty. And I was supposed to have a helper turn up, and ta-da, no helper. So they might be running late with all... It's flooded. There's 2 roads surrounding me that are flooded. So you never know what's going to happen. But Janine, you are up. Hello, Janine. Oh, Janine, you're trying to manifest something and you're wondering why it's not working. Just let me know if that resonates with you, Janine. You're trying to manifest something and wondering why it's not working. Oh, I got it wrong. Thank you, suspicious username. Still cold. Okay, let's see what the cards have for you. Yes, considering Australia is supposed to be heading into summer, I feel as if you've been working hard towards something but still stepping backwards. Yeah. I feel as if you're asking yourself, why do I always attract lazy, penny pinching, at one point, I would say in the last week, you've said, I may as well be by myself. Yeah, because you're left holding everything. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You're wondering why no other person wants the monogamy marriage situation. And I feel as if you wondering why is why the opposite keep turning up. Because amongst my friend circle, and the 10 of us got together, and yes, there are males, females, non-binary people in that mix that are all looking for the monogamy forever after person. And yet they were saying exactly the same thing. And I'm saying, well, why are you saying it? I am attracting people that want the forever after. They're just not my forever after. There's determination, the lovers. You say you're giving up, but you're not giving up. You're going to keep trying. Yes, but stop using the dating apps. I'll do a quick thing here, so bear with me. I wish we had an Aussie-based person that spoke of dating in these ways. But we don't, so just let me get this person's YouTube page up. I wish we had... Okay, hopefully you can see that link. It's Coffee with Kerry. Kerry is a matchmaker in the US. Also deals with how to combat that introverted side. So don't give up. You don't have to rely on the dating apps. And I'll give you an example. Yes, I knew there was a guy... You're welcome, Janine. Yes, I knew there was a guy standing behind me, but I went into, in Australia it's Bunnings. Think of your local hardware store, your local homemaker store. I went in to get some oven cleaner, and I knew there was a guy behind me, and I said out loud, "This should come with a hazmat suit." And he chuckled. So I turned around and started a conversation. It's like, you could give that a go. If they laugh at something that you're making fun of, it's like I would have said it in my head. When you read the back of the spray can of oven cleaner, seriously, it should come with a hazmat suit. But if you get a chuckle from the dude behind you, start a conversation. We actually had coffee and realised that it wasn't going to go anywhere, but decent enough dude in my local hardware store. So check out the app I've given you. I actually should start. I think you have it. I'm not sure about you personally, Janine, but definitely check out Coffee with Kerry and look at the ways that introverts can overcome. I think Kerry refers to it as in the wild. And I do believe you're much more likely to get. Kerry also gives details of how to handle the apps. But I still get dating fatigue on the apps. I'm going through a dating fatigue on the apps at the moment. Not in real life, though. I feel as if you're wanting to attract someone who's certain of themselves. And you seem to be attracting the ones that want you to make all the decisions. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm not worried long term. I'm worried about you're trying to manifest it, but all I'm seeing is the negativity. Manifesting is removing the negativity from your self-talk. Tipo Queen Car Radio Belka. Hello, welcome in for the first time and thank you for saying hi. Typo Queen Car Radio Belka. That sounds like an Aussie name. Typo. Janine, you've got the Knight of Cups at the bottom. Scorp sent you here. Thank you, Scorpio. Hang out. We eventually get there. But Janine, I would seriously start making conversations with. I talk to everyone in my grocery store. I go grocery shopping and I will talk to everyone. Even if it's a hi, if I get a grunt, I know I don't want to say any more to them, so I keep shopping. It's the perfect place because everybody is there for a purpose. And some people have the time to say hi back, and then you get your conversational skills practiced. Well, sweet dreams, Typo. It's not necessarily your social skills. What does the Knight of Cups signify? The Knight of Cups usually means an incoming offer of affection. An incoming offer of affection is the Knight of Cups. But when we want to attract something, we actually have to act in a way that we meet the universe halfway. I know It's like, seriously, haven't they learnt of anything else but, how's it going? It's going good. See ya. I did have one interesting conversation with a guy a week ago, actually. I haven't had any good luck with them. When I say good luck, how do you rate good luck? How do you rate good luck? Have I been on a date through the dating apps? Yes. Has it worked out? No. I had a very interesting conversation last week with a random person. And they were kind. So can I say that they're totally unnecessary? Not in this day and age. But as Janine said, it's like, at least they're asking you personalised questions, Janine. In Australia, the hi, exactly, typo, exactly. I've actually written a blurb about a photo, or a question about a photo that they've had on their profile. And the response I get back is hi. It's like, zero effort. If that's what your first impression is, zero effort. It only gets worse from the first impression. So, yes, Van Not White, welcome in. All spots are full, but we're getting there. But Janine, to me, that is success. If asking me, have I eaten at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock at night? Nah, that's a hookup. So I'm just, well, I did post the link. It's Coffee with Kerry on YouTube. Chicago-based matchmaker who gives some solid advice that's not playing games. Okay, which oracle would you like, Janine? I have Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit, or 13th Oracle. You get to choose. And when it comes to the apps, I always pick something that stands out in their apps to me. And I will comment on it and ask a question. 13th Oracle. Is this Corgi Duo's Oracle? So, shout out to Corgi Duo. I might do that, actually. Haven't come across Corgi Duo online for a while. But that could be my lacks of being online. I'm very off-grid, and it's one downside of the apps for an off-grid person. But I do put it in my profile that I'm off-grid. So, and here I am streaming. It's not that I don't know how to do it, it's just I think my time is better spent in real life. Okay, Janine, let's see what we have for you. Yeah. Oops, the daisies. There was one card that flew out. I am not going to... I can't reach it or pick it up. Where there's a will, there's a way. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I challenge. I like that one. I'm going to have to get this out of the way. Okay, beginnings, new beginnings. I am. Confrontation, I challenge. And then I trust. I feel as if in manifesting, you need to confront the way you're viewing the way you're asking for your new beginning. Trust and believe that it will be so. Instead of saying, all I seem to get is, change it to, so far I have. And then challenge the statement. Challenge that statement. And I feel the new beginnings are going to come out of that. And I feel if it's not this November, I feel it's within the next year. Okay. Beginnings. New beginnings, personal identity, enthusiasm, leadership, initiative, declaration, pride and authority. So you're going about it the right way with the manifesting. Confrontation, assertiveness, authority. Authority came up twice. There you go. Truth, boldness, transformation, a pivotal moment, a blessing in disguise. Oh, and trust. Faith, empathy, spirituality, creativity, romantic inclinations, imagination, synchronicity, angel numbers. So I do believe that it's in the way you view things. If I get a first date, I am thanking the universe for delivering me a first date. And then I act to meet the universe. So I will have some questions. And when I say questions, we should not be treating dates like a job interview. You know, where do you work? Do you own your own house? Do you do this? Do you do that? All of that can disappear in a second if the global stock market crashes. And I should be back. That was another hiccup. I wish they would stop, the new build would stop actually playing with wires, etc. a day early. They're going to do it tomorrow, we know that. But yes, ask the universe. I meet the universe halfway by having some questions. And I'm looking at questions that reveal the character of the person. So, yes, I want to know, what kind of questions? I would be like, tell me about the last time you think you couldn't move forward. Like the manifestation, I would say, if you get a first date, thank the universe for giving you a first date or a first chance. And most people that I've dated anyway treat it like a job interview. It's like they want to know what you do for a living, what property you own, or do you own a house? All of this sort of stuff. It's like, sorry, I'd rather know, Tell me about the last time you thought you couldn't move forward. And then actually getting their response. It's like they're shocked that I haven't asked them, do they own a house? Do they have a job? All of that can go in an instant depending on what's happening in the global economic world. I'm looking for someone that no matter what happens in a global economic world, they can actually transmute themselves a bit. They can actually adapt. Because my life has never been the same. If I look 5 years back, it wasn't the same as it is now. If I look 10 years back, it definitely wasn't the same as it is now. And so on and so on. I want someone that can adapt. I don't want someone that sits there and gets angry if their program is cancelled. Which actually did happen, believe it or not. They got angry because their program got cancelled, and I'm like, seriously, there's more in the world to be angry about than a television show being cancelled. Yes. So I might be picky in that way, but I'm going to ask them, if they start telling me about all of the world trips they've been on, I'm going to ask, what's the most unusual custom you've had to adapt to? I'm not going to ask them, oh, what did they think of the food? I live in a very multicultural state in Australia. If I want to know what they thought about the food, I can go and taste it for myself and figure it out for myself. So, yeah, some people want to brag about what they've done. I let them brag because there's things I want to brag about, but they're not necessarily materialistic. Yes, we're 5 years beyond COVID lockdowns, but it's another good question. What was your biggest challenge during COVID lockdowns? And I've had somebody answer with, I really don't want to talk about that. And I'm like, fine, we don't have to. What would you like to talk about? And yeah. And they pretty much come back with the same question I just asked. But of course, being me, I've got the answer because I know what my biggest challenge was. But give it a go in real life. If you're talking to yourself in a supermarket and somebody laughs behind you at what you've just said, start up a conversation. They're already listening to you. You don't have to cross that barrier of, oh, I wish somebody would listen to me. And yes, feel free, go for it. Use the hazmat suit with the oven cleaner thing that I do. If you get a chuckle, they're already listening. You don't have to grab their attention. Okay, Wonderosity, welcome in. Oh, Beauty Bee, you just missed out. Anyway, Charlie. Okay, wrong deck. Wrong deck. Okay. Oh, thank you, Janine. Hola, Charlie. I have no idea why my guides have chosen this deck for you, Charlie, but here we go. I split the deck. I've got the Lovers. I feel as if love is on your mind again, Charlie. And you're wondering why certain things aren't working. We are in Mercury retrograde, so Lovers is at the bottom of the deck now. Yeah. I want to say love is on your mind. Okay. And you're reaching for the stars. Okay. You feel a little disempowered. I'm feeling your power has been reduced, Charlie. Can you understand that? You're still determined. You're wanting it to move a lot faster than what it is. Okay. You're wanting to move faster than what your person wants to move. 9 of Cups. You're in two minds though, Charlie. You're wanting the path forward to be clear. As in, what you have to do. Let me know it and I'll do it. Two of Cups. That's not bad on top of the Sun. That's not bad. And 10 of Pentacles. I'm picking up silver lining. You feel as if you have what it takes and yet you're still not getting a positive response. But I'm getting silver lining. I've got the Sun, the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles, one after the other. So I'm feeling as if now isn't perfect, but there is a silver lining and you're good at seeing the silver lining. But you're wanting some indication from your person as to which direction to go. You're wanting some input from them. Silver lining. I'll type it in so you can... But you are wanting some indication from your person as to some input from them. I feel you're not getting any input from them. That's okay. It could be my end too. There's a new build going on and we're due to lose power and internet tomorrow. But they've been playing around with it today. I can tell you that. That's okay. I just hope it's not my screen. I'm almost done with the read, Charlie, so hopefully you're back. You're wanting some input from your person. You're wanting some feedback from them. As in which direction you need to go. There you go. Keep looking at the silver lining, Charlie. I feel that their input would only sadden you. Yes, not concrete. It's like you want concrete. You want to know, do I put more work into this side of things because you're important to me, or do I do it my way? Keep looking at your silver lining, Charlie, because I believe that's what's going to move you forward. I feel at times that the person you're dealing with can sometimes lessen your power with their words. It's like silver lining is like seeing things brighter, or looking for the positive in everything. That's better. Looking for the positive in everything. There's nothing wrong with that. I consider myself to be like that. There you go. But I feel that sometimes your person can take away your power with their words. You feel powerless with their words. And I know you will actually you will check out the VOD with closed captions. I get that. Sometimes happens. I would look at the VOD with closed captions again. But I've got the 2 of Cups on top of the Sun, and then the 10 of Pentacles on top of that. Keep looking at the silver lining. Now, Charlie, did you want an oracle? I do have to ask because Charlie... Yes, you can just redeem it, Charlie. Thank you. I'm going to have some coffee before I do. You choose your oracle, Charlie. We've got Vintage Wisdom, Sign of the Times, Law of Positivism, Magic of Unicorns, Energy and Spirit. And I'm going to have some coffee. Law of Positivism. Okie dokie. And this is by Shireen Oberg. And I sometimes argue with Shireen. But everybody's allowed to have a difference of opinion, so I always read it. Okie dokie. I feel this is going to be a positive card for you, Charlie. Oh, I've got myself some Turkish coffee for later. Oh, 1.5 sugars. I have like 2 coffees and half a sugar. And I've got myself some Turkish coffee with 0 sugar for later. Oops, a daisies. There we go. Okay. I feel safe and grounded. I feel this is talking to you, Charlie. Remember that you are here to be fully embodied and always carried and held by Mother Earth. Not only are you living on Earth, but you are also the planet itself, with all the fibers of your body. As the rivers flow, so does your blood through your veins. And without you is within you. When you find your connection to her, that's Mother Earth, you feel the safe and nurturing womb that it is. When we are engaged in a lot of mental activity, yang energy, and being in a state of constantly doing and becoming, we forget that we are embodied and start feeling detached. This underground sensation can manifest as anxiety, fears, insomnia, and or a sense of purposelessness. It is a miracle to have a body and to live in this human shape for the time that we are here. Always know that the divine has birthed you to nurture and protect you, as your body is the vessel of your soul. Repeat to yourself, I am safe and grounded. Repeat it daily if you feel detached. Okay, you may be lacking in root vegetables. Walk barefoot on the earth or swim in a lake. Imagine your roots growing into the ground and its core. Walk in nature and bathing in the trees, plants and surrounds. Because I do feel as if you've got a sense of purposelessness, Charlie. A lack of purpose at the moment. Oh, you're learning how to prepare perfect coffee. I'll have to come and taste it one day, Charlie. Oh, thank you, Charlie. But I feel as if reconnecting to nature, it's like you've lost the purpose of connecting to nature and you need to re-establish that. That's what I'm picking up from this card. So yes, I know you'll listen to the VOD and it'll make much more sense with closed captions. So, gracias, Charlie. I think I said the Italian version of it then. Oh, dear. Maybe my name should be Maria. How do you solve a problem like Maria? Oh, I said it right. Thank you, Charlie. Now, let's see. I'm a bit lost now. Scorpio, it is you. Scorpio, I feel like the last reading I did for you was the giving up on love bit. Yet I feel you've reinvested. Oh, the name of your person is Maria. Ha! That is a freaky coincidence, Charlie. I was talking about myself, actually. You know the song from The Sound of Music? Yeah, 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is matter of the heart. Still processing it all. Yeah, but you've got the sun. There's hope. Hope springs eternal. Hope springs eternal. I feel as if there's something that you don't quite agree with, that this other person has a take on, and you're not sure how to broach it. I'm not sure. It's just, well, you got 5-5, so maybe not. There's something that you're uncertain about with the person, and yet you don't have the courage to talk about it. Do it in a childlike way. Do it in a fun way. I remember a relationship I had. We would watch funny movies, then we would have our deep and meaningfuls. And the funny movie would make us word things in funny ways related to the movie. And we would end up disagreeing and rolling on the floor in laughter. Okay, no contact. 5566. So if you wanted to look up your angel number, Scorpio, it's 5566. No contact. Let's see. I believe you're wanting to make contact with this person. Scorpio, I feel as if you're wanting to make contact with this person. Or you're wishing they would to you. Take it how it resonates, but yeah, if you don't trust them, you have to somehow detach. 4 of Pentacles. The Star. I feel as if you're holding on to the dream of what that relationship could have been. High Priestess, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're holding on to the dream of what that relationship could have been. Not after last night. Okay. I can't tell you what happened last night, but I feel as if your own intuition has you a little bit fearful. And I feel the intuition is of the past. I feel like the intuition isn't current. And yet, for some reason, it's popping back up. It's like in Australia, we would say the return of a bad penny. I feel as if it's your old intuition. Your current circumstances are great, but your old intuition is kicking in. It's almost like a toxic energy has made your intuition always fear the toxic. Yeah. oh, this person gave you, because I feel as if there is someone around you that's worth a chance, and yet your old energy kicked in. Come on. Yeah, you had fun. Can you remember you had fun? And it might have been last night, it might have been 3 days ago, but you had fun. That is you moving forward. Lucia Lumine. I have tuned into your channel, Lucia, and I still can't get that pronunciation right. There you go. I'll do better than that. I'll do a shout out. But Scorpio, I do feel as if the fun is kick-starting the new. The fun is kick-starting the victory. No, not recently. Not recently, Lucia. I feel it's not this person, it's a different one. I feel as the bad person is in the past. The bad person is in the past. It's like all of a sudden you've started laughing again, and there you go. But you thought it was your intuition telling you that the newer one is just like the old one. And it's not your intuition, it's your past intuition. It's like you've carried everything forward from the past. There you go. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Use a fresh intuition. This person is not your past person. Current person, not your past person. So keep telling yourself that this is a new human being. I had to do it. Believe it or not, Scorpio, that doesn't matter. You were talking to new human beings. That's up to you to find out, Scorpio. Although I do feel it's the one that has facial piercing. Can you understand that, Scorpio? Yeah, not the past one. There you go. So it's not the past one. It's just you're fearful of them being the same as the past person. Whether it be their mannerism, their dress, or something triggered you. They may not be into you, but they're new human beings. They may not be into you, but they're new human beings. Just because they're not into you doesn't mean they can't be friends. Ah, so you didn't call it out. I was right with the not calling it out, not having courage to call it out. Build up your courage to call out toxic behaviour. There are some people out there that do test you on it. They do something toxic to see if you've got courage to stand up. There you go. Then just keep talking to new human beings, Scorpio, because I feel your intuition needs a restart or a refresh. You've got the Star card here. I'm not worried. And I've got the Four of Wands at the bottom. I'm not worried about things working out for you either. And Six of Swords, that's victory. There you go. You've come to that realization, but you've started putting your faith in new people. That's great. I'm glad I picked it up. New people. I get curious about new people, actually. It's like, I want to know before I make up my mind. I want that certainty. I really want that certainty. Oh, this new build that they're doing. They're really making me angry. They've booked out the whole day tomorrow to turn off the electric. You're welcome, Scorpio. They've booked out the whole day tomorrow to turn off the electric and the internet. And they're out there. When I went for my walk, Lucia, spring is not spring. It's 11 degrees Celsius here in Victoria, Australia. We're not really having a spring. No, it froze. There's a new build going on, and they've got all day tomorrow to play with the electrics and everything else, and the internet. Yet they're down there playing. When I went for my walk, I had a look. They're down there playing with cables now. They've got all day tomorrow to do it. Seriously. Go figure. They just want to disturb everybody else. But yes, Moramos, yes, it is cold. I recall only one spring where it was as wet as it is now. It's been raining for like 3 days. Yeah, I can't recall one that was as cold. So, yes, I'm too powerful. Twitch can't handle me anymore. Suspicious username. That's hilarious. Oh, the design of this, it's actually a Karen made one. So you can't get it anywhere. That's probably the novelty of it, Quino. Okay, come on. Quino, what's up with the job? What's up with the work? You got like 3 questions on your mind, and it's really tough to break through, but I feel like, what's up with the work? Is that 15 degrees Fahrenheit or Celsius? Not sure. Then I'm going to turn over the cards because I picked up a few things. Okay. I feel as if there was an injury quite recently, Quino. Celsius. Yeah, but that's warm for you, Lucia. That's freezing for us here in Australia. I feel as if, Quino, you had an injury and I need to go back 6 to 8 months ago. I know what you're really wanting to know about, but just let me know about that. can we swap climates then, Lucia? You're not sure about the injury? No, because you're wanting to know about your love life. Quino, in your quiet moments, if you can think back and let me understand why I'm picking up that 6 to 8 months ago it was like a sprained ankle, a sprained wrist, something like that. You may get thrown to an ad. If you get thrown to an ad, please type in ad. You're wanting to know about your love life. Just say yes, Quino. Yeah, suspicious username. It can be like sometimes I tend to use the severe English, but that's just me. That's part the love thing. And communication is stuck at the moment, Quino. I'm getting communication is stuck at the moment. You see them as the one, and yet you're stuck on communicating. Oh, there we go. I knew there was an injury. You got to start learning, people, that I pick up these things because I'm picking your energy up, no one else's. Okay, now, Quino. Yeah, we're going to psychic, aren't we, Lucia? It doesn't matter, when we tune into an energy, such as I'm tuning into Quino, we've got to make sure it is only for that person. Their lifestyle holding them back. Okay. I feel they're opinionated, Quino. Just let me know if that resonates with this person. I don't get lifestyle. I get they're highly opinionated. Thank you, Lucia, for the hydrate. You can understand it. I believe the communication difficulty is in relation to the forever after component. You want the piece of paper, they don't. Thank you, Lucia. I needed that coffee. Or vice versa. Someone wants the piece of paper, someone doesn't. Okay. No, I feel as if communicating, they're avoiding communication. You're more so leaning on no. They're avoiding communication with what forever after means to them. And is this the person that disappears for 2 days and then pops back up again? A trust thing on your end. There you go. I feel you have to trust a person. To actually form a connection, trust is, think of your best friends. doesn't matter if I feel this person even avoids giving an explanation of what they were doing. And trust is something that resonates in friendships. Forget partnerships that are supposed to be equal and cooperative. Friendships require that trust. But I can understand the few weeks. Some people aren't confident after knowing someone for a few weeks of having discussions of where to from now, or actually speaking up and saying, I'd like to try this as exclusive. And I feel that's what you're wanting from them, Quino. It's just speaking it into existence is taking a while. Yes, but do you give trust? Do you give trust without discussing it? It's like common sense is only common to people you grew up with or people in your family. I bet you didn't know that. So for things that you might see as common sense, actually might not be common to the person you're talking to or the person you're connecting with. So you have to talk it into being. So please have that discussion, even if it is, I do really like you, where to from here? And they'll either say they like you back or the dreaded, can we take it slow? You got your answer either way and you haven't wasted more time. I hate wasting time. It's one of my pet peeves. Suspicious username. And I know you were there. Hello, hello, hello. I feel as though you're ready to bounce back. It's like you've had a little bit of a rest after walking away from something and you're now ready to bounce back. I'm not sure if it might be with the same person though. Just let me know if that resonates, suspicious username. Yeah, thought it would. You're wanting them to reapproach you though. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Still tired. I get that. It's either you or your person are holding on to some bitterness. I feel it might be you. If you only let go of it. And I feel it's over shared suspicious username. No, it's, why is it haunting you? There's success, victory. 6 of Wands is victory. I feel as if somebody is holding on to bitterness. It's either them or you. So something needs to be fixed before the connection can move forward. I feel it has to do with materialistic things. A lack of shared resources, maybe. I feel this is someone who keeps circling around your head. Temperance. Is one an Aries? And Palm Valley, welcome in. I just asked for clarity on that suspicious username and didn't get much. You know who I mean now, don't you? The one that's been floating around in your head. I feel as if there's lack of shared resources, or sharing resources wasn't common for one person. It's like both people invested in their own way, but their own way was different. There you go. I feel it needs to be spoken about. And hopefully that resonates, suspicious username. Hopefully that resonates. There you go. They thought it was a weak excuse. Look, a lot of people would think it was a weak excuse, but that's a lot of people, not everybody. Then stand your ground. The Six of Wands is also stand your ground. Same as the Seven of Wands. But that's what I have for you. But it needs to be sorted out before it restarts. Okay, Wonderosity. Okay. There you go, suspicious username. Hello, Wonderosity. To tell you the truth, I did forget that you were subbed in the queue. I usually boost subs in the queue. Okay. I feel as if you're a bit curious, Wonderosity. There's something you're curious about. I feel you have a question for me, is what I'm picking up. There we are. Go for it. Ask away your question, because I feel it's got nothing to do with the read, actually. But ask away your question. Oh, you lost your job this year and you've been... Don't replay it. I want to say don't replay it in your head. And I don't know if anyone else noticed that. My screen, I looked up and my screen went blue. I've got no idea what's going on with this build. I want to say it wasn't your fault. But we'll see what the cards have. I feel you've tossed and turned over this Wonderosity ever since it happened. I want to say it's not your fault. I've got the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of... Yeah, the screen went blue. Ta-da! I can make the screen blue. I want to say you gave everything, not just worked hard, but you gave everything. You sacrificed everything for that job. And I feel as if you even turned down relationships because of that job. Yeah, you've been wounded ever since it happened. You feel as if it's changed your personality in some way. You're more strict with outside influences. Okay. It's the opposite way around. That's the sadness. I should have seen that. And I didn't. I was too focused on the path becoming clear. Because I feel as if you've heard from someone that still works at that job. Or works at the same place. And in all seriousness, you would not want to be there. Yeah. And I feel as if you would not want to be there. You still feel left out in the cold, though. You feel... You feel as if there's no good referee. And I do have to say, it does not have to be the top boss that gives you the reference. I've had colleagues from the same... that are still working in the field give me a reference. It does not have to be that top boss. There's heartache over the why does everybody else succeed and I have to fight? Yeah, Queen of Wands. Why does everybody else succeed and I have to fight? There's an offer coming. I feel there's an offer coming in, but the self-confidence is already low. Four of Wands. Okay. I feel as if there's... Forget the workplace at the moment. There's someone else in life that has used this disruption, this end of the workplace thing, to put you down. Wonderosity, can you understand that? There's someone else in your life that is reinforcing your fear. Then you're reinforcing it double time. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Temperance, 9 of Cups. Wonderosity, I know it seems difficult, but get yourself out of this energy. There's all good stuff. Seriously, all good stuff. Like magic. That was the 4 cards at the bottom of the deck were all good cards. And look, I'll ask my guides to split the deck, if I can pick the deck up for a second. Oh, 2 of Cups was next out. So you got the 4 of Wands and 2 of Cups. Gonna ask my guide to split the deck. I feel as if this needed to happen. Yeah, you're in hermit mode. Hanged Man. You're in hermit mode. I know it's difficult, Wonderosity, because a similar thing happened to me. I was only contracted for a year. I gave everything during that year. Everything. And they ended it over the silliest of reasons. And then the company went down the gurgler. So I was fortunate that I had people that informed me of what was going on. But the universe didn't remove me because I was bad at my job. It removed me so I wouldn't get dragged down. But I feel as if the end of the job happened and new love came in. And I feel it's not the job that's the confidence issue. You're putting it to the job, but I feel the confidence issue started before the end of the job. You know, sometimes the universe removes us from situations before they go bad. And I feel that was the case for you. I am back. Seriously, they've got all day tomorrow to play with their little cords. You think they could wait? Sorry, for those that haven't been here through the streaming saga on the 1111 portal, there's a new house build going on in my street, and they've got all day tomorrow where the power is going off, where the internet is going off, and they can play with their little cables all they like. But they've decided to start playing with the internet cables today. It's like, leave them the frig alone. But Wonderosity, I do feel as if you were removed from a situation before it went bad. So you were also removed from the situation so you didn't blame it for burnout. Because I am picking up that the burnout was a start. It wasn't a cause. Yeah, it was a relief. The ego, actually, I had a discussion with somebody I do respect in spiritual circles, and they said ego meant edges God out. So if you replace God with the universe, so edges universe out. And I'm thinking that makes sense. Everything to do with the ego edges that. Phantom Punk, you just missed out. everything to do with the universe, our ego edges it out. Because if we're looking at how the world views us, it's not how the world views us, it's how the universe views us. And I feel the universe is viewing you very favorably at the moment. So whatever it takes to change your thinking around the ego, change your thinking around standing up for yourself, because I actually do see you standing your ground. I know I said it earlier and you actually pointed out that it wasn't. Later on it came up. So you're standing your ground here. And Wonderosity, hopefully that resonates, but there is a relationship going on here too. Yes, but we don't have time machines. So to me, wishes of undoing the past can be wasted energy. And hopefully that makes some sense, because I feel as if your current situation is blossoming, and it's almost like part of yourself is looking for something to drag it back to reality. I get a growth in current situation, and I feel as if this past employment situation was triggered by a nightmare. Triggered by a dream. There you go. Dreams, there's many theories about dreams. The one I like the most is the garbage theory of dreams. And yes, it is called the garbage theory. Our dreams take what we no longer need and get it out of the way. So instead of trying to analyze the dream, look at the dream as it's clearing what you no longer need and getting it out of the way. And I know Carl Jung and Alfred Adler and all of those others would disagree with me, but I know all the theories about dreams. And one of the things that a lot of these people that have dream theories fail to recognize is that our brain has massive power. And our brain can dream away the things we no longer need to keep. So try and think of it that way, Wonderosity, because I do feel as if this self-incrimination has something to do with the dream. So, I really hope you do get unstuck from the energy, because there's all good things coming, and I feel like you're dreaming about it to get rid of it, not to keep reliving it. And Lucia, I'm glad that you do see that. Okay, Beauty Bee, hello. And you know what? I feel like, Beauty Bee, you're wanting a relationship read, aren't you? I've got to change energy. And if you do get thrown to an ad, Beauty Bee, just type in ad. And then you don't miss out. There you go. I go from, you're welcome, Wonderosity, and please just understand that some dreams are just so we can move past it. Two of Cups as I cut the deck. Eight of Swords, you're up in your head about it. Ah, that's not what I wanted to see. It's not what I wanted to see. I feel as if there may be some analysing going on from a past relationship. Someone told you you had to own your part in the past relationship before you can move on. Does that resonate, Beauty Bee? Queen of Wands, Five of Cups. Just let me know if it resonates. Yay or nay. It's okay if it's no. It does. I feel you're wanting to resurrect a past relationship rather than, yeah, it's like, I want another shot. Eight of Pentacles. I'm going to have to do this. Page of Cups. Okay. You're going to have... I feel as if whoever your past person was... it came as a shock to you. It shouldn't have, but it did. Okay. Can you understand you slipped away from, or your past person slipped away from you and it came as a shock? But I feel like you were self-invested. There you go. I feel as if you're the one going to have to reach out, even though you're the one that's you're viewing as most hurt. And seriously, hurt feelings are never supposed to be a competition. If you're hurt, you're hurt. But I feel as if it shouldn't have been a shock. I feel as if your past person was repeating the same message and you just weren't hearing it. I do feel as though you're the one that's going to have to reach out. You miss them, is what I get, that you actually do miss them. I feel as if you're a better match than what you know. I feel as if there was a miscommunication. I feel as if the person you're missing is more social. When people look at whether they're a good match or not, they don't look at the complementary way that two people can work with each other. Yeah, but I want to say, if someone else is more outgoing, you're more practical. Well, then keep listening, Ms. Ack. Keep listening. Because sometimes it does turn out that there are 2 readings for one person. But no, I was focusing on Beauty B's energy. So, yeah, I do feel as if, sorry, I have to lay out these cards. I know you're not a sub, but I have to lay out these cards. Beauty B, you know that your life has lacked energy since breaking from this person. Opposites attract. Haven't you heard that saying? I'm not telling you what to do, Beauty Bee, because it is you. It is you that has to reach out. And yet I feel it was the other person that walked away. And it was a shock. Thank you, Lucia. It is synchronicity. Sometimes it does happen. Yeah. But I do feel as if leading up to it, whoever this was repeating a message. It was almost like they felt invisible to you. That's weird. Well, it's up to you, Beauty Bee, because it is going to have to be you that reaches out. But I feel like you miss them like crazy, and I wouldn't be surprised if they miss you. You are there balancing, yeah. You are the balance in life. Moramos, you are up next. Okay. Hello, Moramos. Welcome in. I feel as if you might be dealing with the Libra energy. Thank you, Beauty Bee. I've forgotten what I just said. Libra, that's right. Just a yes or no here, Moramos. Are you dealing with Libra energy at the moment? Yourself, someone else? Dragonic son of Odin. Welcome in. You don't know any Libras. Then you're after balance. I feel as if someone has made you feel ill. As in suck the air out of you. Energy vampire, if you like, but it's like something that was supposed to be easy is now difficult. Just yes, no. There you are. Okay. You're wanting peace and harmony, and yet all around you is chaos. You thought you were moving on, but you're in solitude. I get a fairly isolated feeling with this, Moramos. I feel you do have an option, but the option actually scares you. And the option is to actually move, but the option scares you. And you're even telling yourself, but don't you take your problems with you? I feel some of your problems are pretty close. You do have the option to move. And I get that moving... Look, if I was to look at it purely from, say, a psychological standpoint, the top 3 fears or the top 3 stresses in life are public speaking is number 1. Believe it or not, it beats number 2, which is death. Number 3 is moving. Your own health comes in at number 7. So if moving is the number 3 stressor in life, it's no wonder you're feeling anxious. So be kind to yourself at the moment while you make the decision. And hopefully that resonates for you, Moramos. Okay. Coffee. Well, just remember, Moramos, be kind to yourself while you make the decision. It's never... I'm stuck in a similar decision, believe it or not. Moramos, if you would believe it or not, I am stuck in a very similar situation. So we could talk about it for hours. Palm Valley, you are up. Okay, hopefully Palm Valley is still in the viewers. And I don't care if my chat blows up with in ad. I'd rather know somebody's in an ad than skip them. Okay, Palm Valley, I know you're pretty new to the stream. Are you a twin? I'm picking up twin energy. And no, not twin flames. I don't believe in twin flames. No. Okay. You don't happen to have extra teeth by any chance, do you? Palm Valley? Nope. That's okay. I just had to... I didn't find out that I was possibly a twin until I had to have extra teeth removed. And it's one of the signs that you were possibly a twin. So... I feel as if... there you go. I'm full of interesting facts. I just have to get the readings right. I feel as if there's something that you're wanting to hear, and I feel it's relationship based. Yeah. Page of Cups. You're wanting to know if somebody likes you. As a tarot reader, it's irresponsible of me to say yes or no because I don't know this person. I haven't been given permission to tune into their energy. You're feeling as if that you don't have equal amount to offer. You're in a relationship. Can you understand why I'm picking up that you feel as if you lack the equal amount to offer? Or they do? It doesn't, see, I pick up relationships if you're in one or not. I feel it's they lack, you do. Then why am I picking up? I feel you're emotional and someone else is an investigator. So your person is an investigator of some kind. They research things. No, that's not what I'm getting. I'm feeling occupational wise, they either they present research or they research. They're actually quite good at what they do. There you go. They're quite good at what they do. Why are you worried? I see it now. You're wanting to get out in the world, and I feel as if they rely on you a bit too much. Yeah, there you go. I feel as if at times they can be assertive. At times they can be assertive in order to maintain their presentation. But I feel you want to get out in the world too. You're wanting to stand up to them, but at the moment it's a risk. Okay, that's why the Four of Cups is here. You're feeling four-wall enclosed. As in, you don't go out anywhere, you don't do anything. What's happening? Only you can change that. So Palm Valley, hopefully it resonates. Because only you can change it, but you fear their reaction. Best of luck. That's good. Okie dokie. Mizak, you are up. And you had a reading that you said resonated with you. So I'm going to pull out some Lenormand this time. Because thank you. I like the colour of my nails too. But thank you for the compliment. I'm going Sweet Blossom Lenormand. Because I feel as if you're having the same recurring thought about going back. You're having the same thought about going back. Even though a person hurt you, you're wanting to go back. The person that hurt you, were they into history? The person that hurt you, were they into history? No, I got history. I'm not going to make art fit. Not going to make art fit. Okay. Come on. Stay connected. Stop playing with the cords. Sorry, I'm trying to speak 5 houses away to the people playing with the cables. I feel this might have happened for you about a year ago. Just let me know if that resonates. And I'm going to turn over cards. Okay. There was something quite dark about this person, though. I'm getting a different energy as I do the reading. Okay. Can you understand about your past person being quite dark? Because I see the ending as a stroke of luck. Okay, books. You miss the way the person you're thinking of. Can you understand missing the way they grounded you? I'm getting gentleman and woman. So if I put them out, if it took a little while for you to think of, the person you're thinking of is currently in your life. Okay. The person that's currently in your life, I feel as if there was a new beginning for you about 4 months ago, and not the ex from 4 years ago. It's good that you can think of the one that majored in history now, or majored and mastered in history. What was their master's in history? I did my master's in social history. So okay. I feel as if the current one, there's a little bit of monotony going on with the current one. A little bit of boring. Yeah, a little bit of boring. You're wondering if they're faithful. No, that's okay. Back to your current one. You're wondering if the current one is faithful. Current one a bit dark at times. We can all be a bit dark at times. Even I can be dark. And I am going back to the current one. Jay Goodside, welcome in. I feel as if there needs to be a distance between you and the person you're thinking of. You suspect the person you're thinking of that's related to you, you suspect that they've done worse than what you've thought. Okay, then Mizak, I'd focus on that. Because I feel like there's a lot of complex stuff that you need to work through. You will get there in the end though. With the clover showing up in your read, you will get there in the end. There's a lot of complex ends to tie off. No, not directed at you, but you do not want to be associated with them. There's a few ends that you have to tie off. It'll work out. In the end, it'll work out. I'm glad you feel optimistic because you had the clover as your outcome, which is optimism plus success. And I feel it's a wise move. I feel like it's a wise move. Thank you, Mizak. But tie off those loose ends. Yes. Okay. Come on, Karen. You've had some hiccups. Dragonic Son of Odin. Okay. Dragonic, it is your turn. I do have to put the list up just to see. Okay. No, that's okay. Dragonic. I'm feeling a really unusual energy of knowing you, as in real life. Okay. No. Can you understand why I'd be picking that up, Dragonic? And in real life, knowing me? Not sure. You'd know, you can see my picture. Okay. You're in two minds about something, and I want to say you're right to be. I don't think we've met. There you go. I take that. But I'm picking up that you're in two minds. I know you're in two minds about doing something. Chariot. Okay. You've started enjoying yourself, but others are trying to drag you backwards. I feel as if there's an escape. You actually started doing things. Yeah, you started following your dreams. Dragging back energy. This is all major arcana, and this deck is well shuffled. The Lovers. It's all major arcana. Seriously, it is definitely not a new deck. I feel as if you were working towards a romantic connection. As in, you hadn't even picked out the person, but you were improving yourself towards a romantic connection. Just a yes or a no will be fine. Okay, I feel as though it was them that walked away. Another one, them that walked away, yeah. But this is pivotal. This is all major arcana. It was them that walked away. Yeah. The first one, no, there's been one in between. I have to say there's been a major one in between. I feel as if there's been a major one in between. You dabbled on the dark side. It was like You got everything you wished for. And I'm not going first real relationship. I'm getting in between. In between then and now. So in between a year ago and now. You got everything you wished for. But you still miss this person. I feel as if this person was actually holding you up. No. I feel as if it was this person that was holding you up. It's hard to admit, but you're at a major impasse at the moment. Because there's been some recent exchanges and they're different. They're much more demanding, not less. I see that it could work out, but it's up to you. Oh, you don't have to name the people. I feel as if it's the one in between you miss. So, Dragonic Son of Odin, I will leave it. Oh, a gaming alias that you knew them by. I will leave it at that, but you're at a major turning point in life right now. And I feel as if it's companionship you want. And if by a year ago you mean the 26th of this month, I actually feel a reconnect. So Dragonic, definitely meditate on it, but if it was the 26th of this month, that is a year ago, I see a reconnect. Okay, Jay Goodside, you are up next. Thank you for waiting. Yay! Don't tell me. You want a love reading too, don't you, Jay Goodside? Oh, there's love energy. I feel you're going to return. Dragonic, if it was the 26th of this month that you separated, you will return. Any reading. Okay, Jay Goodside. You trust me too much. Jay Goodside, is it you that suffers from asthma? No. Can you understand somebody losing their life? Yeah, thank you. Can you understand somebody losing their life from a breathing issue? That's good. Stick with it, Dragonic. Yes, death. I don't think of it as death because I speak to them. So to me, they're not dead. They're just in a different plane. Okay, I need to go back. I feel like I'm dealing with great-grandfather or great-grandmother. I don't know the gender yet, so there you go. Do your investigations, Jay Goodside, because I'm not going to... I feel their anniversary of passing is coming up. And for all those that don't know, the 1111 porthole is actually Samhain. So for those that don't know it, you're feeling like, Jay Goodside, what the cards are telling me, you said you just wanted the cards. What the cards are telling me is you've been pushed around backwards and forwards for a long time, but you know something's better's coming up, so you keep getting up. Okay. I feel as if there's a Cancerian energy around you. There you go. Keep trusting it. There's a Cancerian energy around you, and yes, it is going to get better. Seven of Swords, Ace of Cups. You're now recognizing that it was you permitting people to Cancerian, as in June, July. But you now understand that when love shows up, if you don't like it, you don't turn up. It's like I felt like you might have turned up to a love situation based on loyalty alone. And there's a boost in energy, and I feel it's coming pretty soon. And I'm getting the impression that you can feel it as well. No, it's not actively seeking love now. The boost in energy I'm getting, actually the two cards that came out, if you do, they're in for a shock. if anyone does come in, they're in for a shock. I feel as if you're celebrating your uniqueness, and that is what's going to change things up. But I also am picking up, I'm feeling a little helpless, shaking off social anxiety. As in, online's fine, but socially, I'm still trying to shake it off. And I get what you mean. Online, you can just block, mute, delete. But when you're out there in the real world, you have to, yeah. Jay Goodside, I feel as if you have in the past. You have approached people in the past. But now the social anxiety in real life, not online, in real life. And I feel you're going to do a deep dive, as in within yourself, a deep dive. Okay, it may not be Cancer I picked up. I've just seen something on the card. It may be Scorpio. Yeah, small talks, that's useless. But the weird thing is, if it's Scorpio, I'm getting an Aries-Scorpio mix. Like Jay Goodside, either you're Aries and someone else is Scorpio, or you're Scorpio and someone else is Aries. Is that a little clipboard person? Your Aries moon. You got to tame some of that Aries, Jay Goodside. It's almost like the Aries moon is off with their head. It's taking notes. Okay. I'll be careful what I say then. But you do have to tame some of the Aries moon. Because it's like off with their head. Seriously, online you have absolutely no issue with blocking. Why would you in real life? Yeah, I get that. But also, it's not just small talk. It's like you don't like talkative people. Even me, I feel like I rub you up the wrong way. Because I talk constantly, whether you're typing anything or not. I'm talking. It's like peace. Or as I say, peace, love and mung beans. You know, I'm a tarot reader. Most of the people that come and see you just want to know that stuff. Peace, love, and mung beans. Doesn't exist. Well, there you go. Find your common ground. But I did pick up... What did I pick up? I have to go back to the cards now because I see you coming out of hermit mode. You've been in hermit mode for a while. And you're definitely coming out of it. But I see a lot of questions appearing as well. That's why I keep going on to the... Yeah. There's a lot of questions. And I'm sorry I don't have the answers for you, Jay Goodside, but I think that's what life is for. I do see you asking a lot of questions about this battle weariness. Including if you're good enough. And I want to say, yes, you are. And I'm going to leave it there. That's okay. Some people don't want answers, and I'm glad, Jay Goodside, that you don't want answers right now. But when I was picking up the anxiety, I feel as if the answers... You don't want to hear negative about yourself. That was the anxiety. And don't we all have that anxiety? We all have that anxiety. Anywho, I thought Lucia Lumi joined... But maybe not. Okay. Okay, there's only one person here I can think of rating, but I'm not sure that they okay, there we go. I shall sign off for now and get myself all of my digital backup generator things going. And I shall see you next week.